to be back, man. If y'all don't know, I ain't streamed in a long time. It's been a while since Dragon Boat. I've had my hands in a lot of different areas. Did a lot of different business with a lot of different individuals, man. And so streaming kind of had to take a kickback because I do this for fun. I ain't all to all that clickbait, not all that this and that and everything. I do this for fun. I don't get paid off social media. So it had to take a kickback while I was conducting important business. But 2026 is a new year. It's a new day. And I'm telling you what, we are starting it off great, baby. 2026 is really, dude, already. We ain't even, the month ain't even, January ain't even over. And it's already been an amazing month, man. It's just, things are, dude, a lot of work has been coming full circle, man. It's been great. But without further ado, I've been trying to get this man on the show for years, man. I'm telling you, man. Hey, we can already have some truth trials and tribulations. I don't know, not exactly what all that means, but we're gonna give a big toast and a big welcome to Mr. Don Bailey. What's up, man?
What's up? What's up? Cheers, man. Cheers.
Hey, cheers, bro.
Oh, this is about to be fun. He says years, but I had to ask him if he wanted to do a show. So let's, I was like, it's been a while. I haven't seen you streaming. Let's do something.
This man is busy, though. This man is super busy. And man, it's just, like I say, man, it's just, last year I had to take some time to grow my other businesses. You know what I mean? Dragon Riders Media has been doing some big things. If y'all don't know, hey, I was the producer on a cruise ship for a podcast for another content creator. This is a big thing. We had Chopper, the real Chopper, Mr. Chopper Style himself.
Chopper Styles himself,
bro. Hey, dude, I'm telling you what, dude. I've met some artists and stars and stuff like that in my lifetime. I'm gonna tell you what. Chopper and his wife, man, they are some of the most down-to-earth people you will ever meet, man. Like, cool as a fan, bro. They
he wasn't like
genuine
A-list. He was absolutely an A-list celebrity during this time.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Like he was bigger than I don't know. He was bigger than a lot of people around.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy, man. But you know, it's like just to meet somebody like that, that's been rolling with the people that he's rolled with, you know what I'm saying, for years and stuff. It was really cool. Of course, my wife was fangirling and stuff. She's like, oh, it's Chopper. You know what I'm saying? But we had a really good time, man. Produced a really good show for Wisdom the Gamer. Hey, if y'all don't know who he is, definitely check out Wisdom the Gamer, man. He is the greatest Saints podcaster of all time. I'm telling you, watch his show, and I'm gonna tell you what, you will understand why he has the growth and has the following that he has, man. And he knows his shit. Don't try to question him about his, especially Saints knowledge. You ain't got him. Real cool dude, man. But yeah, so it's been great. And then of course I got my audio business going. I'm installing audio on Harleys and stuff like that. This is just one of my side things that I really like to do, and that is already going great as well. So, you know,
I love watching your TikToks of you doing it.
I appreciate that, man. I don't put out a lot of stuff, but you know, when I do put stuff out, I try to make sure that, you know, it's you know, just to highlight some of the stuff that, you know, that I do, you know, because it takes a lot of patience to do things the right way. You know what I mean? A lot of people install audio, but doing it the right way, that ain't gonna set your shit on fire. You get down the road, and the bike cut off on you. And somebody done installed some shit wrong, drained your battery, fried some wires, and the next thing you know, you sitting on the side of the road watching your bike in flames.
Yeah.
But man, it's been great, man. And man, especially for the man himself right here, man. Hey, if y'all a lot of people don't know this man, and there's been quite a lot of judgments about this man from people that don't know him. You know what I'm saying?
Let them have it.
Yeah. Hey, let the haters hate, because they even the haters is it means they watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, if I didn't have any, what would be the point? You know, if I didn't have any, what would be the point?
Before,
Man,
but look, before we get too far, let's have a little bit of background about yourself. Who are you? Where you from?
oh, where am I from?
Yeah, man. Let's get some background on this guy.
So, I mean, I was born in Charlotte, but I'm basically in the Southeast. I live in Greenville, grew up in Greenville. My name's Don Bailey. Started off, wanted to be lawyer, politics, got into law school. Was just like, ooh, don't like this. Don't like this. Is predicated on conflict. Then I started doing marketing for lawyers. That was fun. Opened my own firm, did that for about 8-9 years.
How'd you get into that? Like, go make that transition to do like marketing?
Interesting story. So I'm at college in Charleston. I'm sitting at a bar, just hanging out, and this guy comes up and he's just like, "You look like a smart young feller." And he was like, "Do you know how to build a website?" Never built a website a day in my life. I saw my mom do it when I was like younger, and I was like, it can't be that hard. I was like, I mean, I could probably build a website. He was like, "I'll give you $2,500 to build a website for my construction company."
Nice.
College kid, poor, ramen noodles every day. I had to, probably call my mom, ask her for $25 so I could go to the bar and hang out with my friends or something. I don't know. But, and so, yeah, he was like, I don't know why he chose me or why he wanted me to build a website, but I built him a website. He loved it. Then he introduced me to his friend who had like a concrete business. I built a friend's concrete business website. And so I was like, this has legs. So that's how I essentially paid my way through college.
Hey, that's dope, bro. Hey, hey, people come to me all the time. Hey, man, hey, Dragon, you know how to do this? And I'm like, yeah,
you just gotta have the will to do it. I mean, the internet exists for a reason.
YouTube like mother.
Dude, it's so crazy, especially now with like GPT, and then oh my gosh, like that. You can take a picture or something, and GPT will tell you how to fix it. So
exactly, man. I mean, there's too many resources for people not to be able to say, "Oh, I don't know how to do that." Nah, man, there's too many of resources available to you nowadays.
Yeah, but that small decision, like I haven't really thought about that in a while. That's a good question. So,
nice.
Yeah, man.
So, and then, so went from marketing. So where'd you go from there?
From marketing, right into crypto. Right into crypto. So, oh man, I remember. So actually, no, it wasn't right into crypto. So I had the firm. My office is, I still live in the same apartment that I've lived in since, I've been here for like 9 years.
Nice.
But my office was right across the street from the apartment. So, while I was there, I found AMC and GameStop during that short squeeze.
What?
You remember that short squeeze?
Yes, absolutely. Who doesn't? You didn't even have to be in crypto or investing to even hear about that, bro.
I got movies now. So I found that, and then like so I'm jumping in Reddit channels and stuff like that. And then I'm in this Reddit channel, and it says something about SafeMoon. I was like, SafeMoon. What is this? Because I'm in AMC, and then like this is Doge is running at this time. This is right before Elon Musk goes on Saturday Night Live, and I think Doge runs up to 72 cents at that time. You remember that?
I immediately, bro. That's Doge was my very, very, very first purchase.
I mean, I think I had Doge on it was one of those apps, Robinhood, maybe.
Robinhood.
On Robinhood.
I bought it on Robinhood.
That's right, because I was like holding my AMC and my GameStop on there, and and they had crypto, and then that's when everyone was just like, I don't know if you heard all the like the Ken Griffey rumors and stuff like that, and the dark pools for all the GameStop and all of that stuff, and they're like, the big hedge funds, they're trading overnight. They don't want the short squeeze to happen. They're shorting the shorts. And that's essentially what a short squeeze is like there's not enough available inventory for these big hedge funds to short. And then so when the shorts get called, they have to pay the price that the people who are actually holding the real stock demands. Yeah. With that being said, Robinhood, or the theory is that they were selling on behalf of the user, and users only held IOUs on the platform. So I was like, well,
yeah,
I'm not holding it inside of my E-Trade account or something like that, or with the broker. And that's probably one of the reasons why you aren't paying that large brokerage fee.
yeah.
So I shifted all my GameStop and all my AMC into Doge, and I got into Doge early. And I mean, early.
Yeah.
And then I got out when I saw Elon Musk was going on Saturday Night Live. I was like,
bro,
I don't think this is going to be as good as the hype says.
Look, I was watching it on TV, and I had my phone in my face and watching that Robin Hood, bro. I got it because I bought Doge at point. I think it was 0.002. I think it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like this the whole time. And as soon as he said he was on there, and he was like, yeah, he said something.
And then he said they asked the question, so like, what is it? And he was just like, it's a hustle.
Yeah, and then dude. I saw it drop. It went from 73 cents and 68, and I hit sell.
Yep.
Hey, and I watched that motherfucker run down. So look, it ran down to like 28 cents.
It was so bad. It was devastating.
I bought back in at 28 cents.
It jumped, didn't it?
It bounced back up to like 36. I sold again, and then I watched the tank from there.
You're explaining my DEX bot, by the way. We'll talk about that later. But that's awesome. That is awesome. Dude, Doge, like that was fun. And so I saw that happen with Doge, and then all the stuff is coming up about SafeMoon, and like I'm like, what is this SafeMoon thing? And then so I here's the problem. It was so hard to buy. I don't know if you remember the early days. Well, it wasn't hard to buy if you knew what you were doing. If you were already in Binance and all of this stuff, it wasn't hard to buy. But for me, this was like, I'm not buying it direct on the platform. I got to go download Trust Wallet, and then I got to go to Pancake Swap. Oh wait, you can't put straight dollars into Pancake Swap. So in Trust Wallet, you got to go buy BNB. Then you got to go to Pancake Swap and swap your BNB for.
I don't even think you could buy BNB in Trust Wallet at that time. You had to.
You couldn't buy it in Trust Wallet. You had to
buy it. You had to buy it on the platform and then send it to Trust Wallet, and then go to Pancake Swap. Then go.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild during that time. It was the wild west for me. Like, I'm just new to this.
It was exciting though.
But yeah, it was so exciting. I got the SafeMoon, and the part about SafeMoon is it has so many transactions. Every time I refresh, I would have more SafeMoon in my wallet.
Yeah.
Refresh, more SafeMoon in my wallet. Refresh, more SafeMoon in my wallet because of the fee and the tax related to it. Yep. And I remember like falling in love with the theory of like because we pay tax every time we spend $1 right now, right? Absolutely. The difference is our tax goes to 3 entities: the county, the state, and the federal government.
Yeah.
With this,
depending on where you live, it's multiple counties.
Yeah, right. Right. And then but with this, it was just being redistributed to everyone that held the asset. And I was like, that's freaking genius. That's freaking genius.
But man, later on we found out a lot of people was taking advantage of that system.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And not really a lot of people, a very small few group of people.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because mainly, which I didn't understand at that time. It's like you had to be a top holder to actually have any type of reflections. You know what I'm saying? To a significant amount that would make a difference.
Make it significant enough for you to like where you can still hold your bag and liquidate your reflections. Yeah. Right. The question is like, is the Treasury supposed to be getting reflections too? Because I think the Treasury should be blocked from getting reflections, and those reflections should be redistributed too.
Absolutely.
Like that's how it's advertised to me. So that's what I assume should be the case. So
but we didn't care about that. As long as I see them dollar signs going up,
riding the Dogecoin high, the GameStop high, the AMC high. It was a fun time for the people for me. Like I was like this new world, this new economy where the small guys win is actually upon us. Yeah. So man.
Was you ever one of like when you started out, was you ever one of those that was like, oh my God, I'm going to hold this until the day I die, like
yep.
Especially some random man. And dude, that was the exciting part about that time period too. Is like literally you could take a handful of darts. You could take 20 darts in a hand and throw it at some shit, and you was making money.
You were making money
19 out of out of 20. You was making money.
Dream that we were sold though. Here's the dream that we were sold. And I say this as if like I'll go ahead and say this, like Caroni as an individual, I think he was attempting to follow through on his dream.
Yeah.
His dream was derailed by the state. And actually, I know for a fact it was derailed by the state. Regardless of the allegations, and by the way, that's the one thing that I won't talk about. It's like that. I'll talk about anything else.
Yeah.
It's like not those criminal allegations for him. But I know for a fact we were like 28 days away from the release of the exchange. 28 days. Like we had just gotten into the month. We were under the time. We were getting ready to seed liquidity for the exchange and everything.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact. The DEX in and of itself produce volume. I mean, there was like millions of dollars a day in that volume.
Yeah.
But the mechanism for how the volume went back into reflections, in my opinion, should have used something like our LIO system, not necessarily the system that they utilize. But still, all that being said, it was, I thought I was going to hold it forever because I thought there were going to be extreme utilities, you know, that came through for it.
So in that time period, like, did you ever experience any losses? You know, because we was all making money, but sometimes we don't want to talk about our losses.
Like with different tokens.
Yeah, just in
general. you know my guy Leet.
Yeah,
you know Leet.
Yeah, I know Leet.
I was like, Leet, bro, dude, I found this new token that's in pre-sale right now. We got to get in. It's called Cat Girl. I said, this Cat Girl's because I was looking at the website. Cat Girl had characters, had a video game. The website was so well done. And like, I'm a sucker for a well done website. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. You can get me with a well done website, and I'll be like, no more research needed. Boom, I'm in there.
And especially, dude, when they was like, when everybody was doing like them reskinned games.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We thought we was like, damn, that's a game, bro. They serious. Bro. Take the serious, motherfucking Flappy Bird. You know,
yeah, Cat Girl got me. Cat Girl got me. Yeah, Cat Girl got me. So yeah, I would say that was that was probably one of my biggest losses because I convinced a friend to go into it too. You know, and after that, I was like, all right, I'm keeping all my bets to myself.
You know, there was one token, man, that I remember. Now this was when like ETH fees. Dude,
the gas fees were high.
Yeah, I was, dude. I'm on this one specifically, and matter of fact, I got Spencer in on it, and we both kind of because around that time we was throwing trades back and forth with each other and everything. Yeah, and I got on this one. It was called Dream Token.
Oh, yep. Was that the time token?
Yeah, so basically it was running off the same time of the exchange, so they would shut off, you know. If for those that ain't in crypto, crypto is 24/7. You can trade anytime and you want. So this one particular token, they was shutting down transactions at the closing bell of the stock market. People didn't understand that. DGens did not understand that. He was like, I can't sell my stuff. It's a scam, you know, this and that.
What's going on?
So that Monday morning, there would be a huge dump. People would buy in throughout the week, and then Friday closing bell. Here we go again. Oh, it's a scam. And so the DJs didn't really give that one a chance because I actually liked the idea of it. And I made some money off of it. I didn't make as much as I really wanted to because to buy in, it cost me like $750 in ETH, and then coming back out, it was another almost $800. So I only ended up making like $500 off of that after gas fees.
A gain's a gain.
Gain's a gain. I love it. I love it. But you know, I really enjoyed that idea. But of course, you know, the DGen life, man, we want it here, we want it now. Especially back at that time, it was really like the scams was coming.
There were so many. There were so many. Ah, dude. Mm.
I can name off a few.
I can name off a few. Oh, by the way, who's still here is like, you know what I mean?
There you go.
Is
There
that,
you go.
you
That's
know,
the big thing, man. Because even like me and Bleeds was talking about this, man. At one point, it's like you got all these people, all these devs here for life. These are
devs.
devs. You know,
Yep.
the devs, the even the promoters, man. It's like how many people are still coming on screen, showing their face, talking about crypto, talking about projects that they're in, talking about the money that they're making, and it's like even devs, how many devs are still around after, it was been
I've
5 6
seen
years now?
disappearing devs, like the industry, like,
It's a contagious disease that a dev comes down with a headache and then
oh
they
man,
can't continue.
they're in Telegram while everything's good. Something goes bad, they disappear from the Telegram.
Oh, this has affected my life.
Everything's
Oh.
going good. They're posting and stuff, but they're responding in the DMs, but
Yeah.
oh man, I'm not even gonna say this guy's name. I'm gonna nah.
Do it.
Let's talk about the beginning of like BBTF.
All right. Before we get in,
Okay.
So how'd you make the move from investor to, you know what, I want to be a dev, I want to be on the team of a crypto project?
Yeah, that's exactly where I wanted to go.
Okay.
And that way the story won't jump to just me trash talking people. Because I want to get there so bad. Oh man. Oh, where are they at? So I'm in SafeMoon and I fall in love with the concept of SafeMoon. And then I had a Twitter account called Don Bailey Speaks. This was I used it for, my dream is to run for political office.
Yeah.
My mentor is a former chairwoman of the SC GOP, former judge. I got another mentor from the other side. Like politics is my dream, and not for any other reason. And I don't even want to do statewide ultimately. Like I kind of want to stay local because that's where you make the most impact in people's lives. Anyway, so I had a Twitter, and that's when Twitter Spaces were crazy. Dude, you remember SafeMoon had Twitter Spaces 24 hours a day.
24 hours Twitter Spaces. Yep.
So what I would do is like late at night, there's no Twitter Spaces and I'd want one open. I started opening Twitter Spaces and I was like, man, how cool would it be if we had Twitter Spaces where we just talked about crazy theories in crypto? Like, what could the blockchain be used for? And ultimately that became Dark Moon Protocol, where it was like talked about SafeMoon, but like the Dark Moon Protocol. It was me, it was Leet, and it was my buddy Ed. Oh man, Ed, it was so cool. He used to go into space called 365, but he was still cool with me. You know what I mean? Like they hated SafeMoon, but I liked the guy. I was supposed to go down to his wedding, missed it, sent him a wedding gift, but my deck spot kind of like has taken priority over everything in my life. And also like the CMO for a company called BioLite too. So that like I don't have time for anything extra. Anyway, take it a step forward. Dark Moon Protocol kind of like becomes this like fun area where all these people are in there. And we were going out to Utah. And in Utah, we were going to this thing called Cryptopia. Scott, what's that Scott guy's name? That billionaire from Utah that John had introduced to the SafeMoon community. His name's Scott. I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
but Scott has a Cryptopia event out there. So me, Leet, I don't know if you remember TJ, Troy, Dreaming.
Yeah.
There were so many people out there. And Who else was out there? I remember Hayden came over, Jonas came over to the place. The Crift Cards team, if you remember that, we'll talk
Yeah.
about them
Oh
later.
yeah, man. They
Yeah.
cool, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Steph, Garrett, dude, this guy named Josh Mink. It was great. Like we rented, like I think this girl who helped us with it, her name was Stacy. And she was like, yeah, this is George Bush's mansion, or this is where George Bush stays. Elevator
Yeah.
and everything. We all rented the place and we went out there, and that was the start of BBTF. Like that, like event was like where I was just like,
That's dope.
yeah. I wanted to do a couple things. I wanted to create an index for the industry, but an auto distributing index where the person actually hosts the token. Ultimately, what I found is what we've been talking about. These dev-based projects that have reflections, they're unreliable. So ultimately, we created the mirror protocol to replace the blind spot in our longevity theory that like these tokens will still be there. They probably won't. And we realized that like when we got burned by Ace and Goose with the Bitburn deal.
Oh, boy, I'm still burnt over that.
Should we get into it?
Because that was one of the first ones that like I had I did AMA for and everything, and it, you know, they just turned out to be just shitheads. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
why did that deal fall through? So just to give context, so birth of BBTF, we come out, we have 6 different tokens that we're reflecting, and then of those 6 different tokens, like, oh, should I talk about the 365 crew and how like 6 of them in that crew were actually the people that hacked us, and they knew about it, and then one person actually laundered money for the group, but the girl that actually pulled off the hack moved to Vietnam so that a Secret Service said we can't do anything with her? Should I even talk about that part? But they still perpetuated all this stuff, and I still hear these theories coming back to me that came from the same group that was the people that pulled off that initial hack. I sit back and I do nothing online. Why? Because 1, good karma. 2, I remember when my hair was falling out because I was so stressed out. Like let's beat them in the long run. You know what I mean?
Is crazy. Yeah.
Beat them in the long run. Karma will bring it back. But we won't talk about that. We come out. This opportunity happens for I remember how the deal happened. So that mentor that I was telling you about, she runs this magazine called Elysian magazine. It's a women's magazine.
Okay.
And the devs that I ultimately hired to do BBTF for me, they were developing an NFT program for a winery out in Napa called the Zakin Winery. The Zakins, if you look it up, these guys are billionaires. So we go out to the winery. They're doing this NFT presentation, and they're connected with Chase and Goose from Enhance. And I had, because before I did this, I wanted to consult with a bunch of different tokens before. So I consulted Crypt, Enhance. There was another token that I consulted during that time just to kind of like see what the back end of the industry looked like. And then I realized that it was just normal people who really didn't have a grasp for business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, that's why a lot of projects that I've personally seen, invested in, know the devs, know the entire team. Ultimately, the downfall was just they didn't know how to conduct business properly, and they consulted the wrong people.
That's the big point, is consulting, because I've made some of those mistakes too. I thought, all right, so let me just tell the story factually, so that no one can get, I'll just tell the story factually. So anyway, we're sitting out there and like looking over the winery and everything, and Chase comes up and he's just like, because I had told him about, wanting to have tokens that reflect each of the pegged assets.
Yeah.
My favorite pegged assets: Chainlink, Polygon at the time, Ethereum, BSC, BNB. So he was like, "What do you think of taking over Bitburn?" And at this time, Bitburn hadn't done much in volume at all. In fact, in fact, fast forward 2 weeks before that point, I get a call from the other guy, Goose, and he's just like, "Hey, dude, do you want to become one of our like 10 seeding wallets for Bitcoin or for Bitburn?" It's like one of these wallets where they lock your tokens, but you provide the liquidity for the launch, but you get the most amount of reflections because you have those tokens locked, right? So you have like a blacklisted wallet, but it receives reflections. You can't buy it, can't sell it, but you do get reflections because you were one of the founders or so. Anyway, so fast forward. So ultimately, we come down to a deal with the token. The development company that I used was also the development company they used, right? Yeah. So the dev, I was like, why don't we handle the transaction, right? So I'll give you guys 50% of the money, and then we'll work on the back end. But that first 50% means you guys give me everything, right? And then so the dev had it, and I was like, "You got everything for me, Gabe?" He's just like, "Yep." And so he's holding on to the keys, to the wallets and everything. And I was happy because I had someone who I thought I trusted, who knew how to manage that stuff. Someone who I met in person, someone whose wife I met. You know what I mean? I was just like, all right, so this is good. So, anyway, one day I wake up, I'm checking the team wallet. I'm like, what did this 40,000 just go out of here? Because we announced it, and then Bitburn took off. You remember that trajectory? That thing went.
Yeah, it went crazy. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I made money, but
a lot of people did. A lot of people did, and because it was such a great addition. It was the direction that we were heading in. It was really my dream coming to fruition, and one of the steps to help me get there. And where does $40,000 go? Call him asking me, it was just like, oh yeah, we had to do it to seed Bitmart. It's like, seed Bitmart? I told you I didn't want to seed Bitmart.
Yeah.
Like, why are we paying market makers on Bitmart when I'm pulling us off of this exchange anyway? And also, like, why are you making this decision when it's not, you're not supposed to be touching that? So that's when I go back, and then I'm like, we need to look at this contract, because I started having a contract, all of our contracts looked at. So I have our other guy, the guy that I had build Criff's V2, and he still with me right now. Had him go look at it. These MFers unlock some of those blacklisted wallets, and we're dumping it on the Bitmart chart. So I said, nope, shutting that down. Paused it, shut everything down. That's when the conflict occurred, because I didn't go up to them first and accuse them of doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not who I am. Let me investigate. Let me see what's going on. But in the meantime, not under my watch, because we're building something here.
Absolutely.
So argument ensues. Like, they're hype off of it taking off. They're talking about it's doing this, it's doing this. Dude, I get 50% of initially what I gave them back from a third party, right? The dev side, the guy that owned the dev firm, he pays their bill, Yeah. And so that's how that all went down. I still have 2 more years on my statute of limitations on that. So
wow, man. But see, man, it's a whole crazy situation, dude. Because see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you get these people, they get so greedy. First of all, they want to conduct business, but they don't know how to conduct business properly. And then when you get people that's never had access to large quantities of money, especially like some of these new devs, you know what I mean? Like, what back then it was new then, you know what I'm saying? But some of these devs come out, it's like, yeah, I want to do this new, and then their token takes off, and then they get access to all this money, and it's like
they're buying cars, they're buying houses, and not even doing it the right way.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean? Not even doing it the right way. Yeah. Not making investments, not so. If I'm right about why I started saying that story, Bitburn was just the first step to ultimately getting us to where we are. So ultimately, we scrapped the easy way, which was Bitburn, clone the contract, do it for Poly, clone the contract, do it for Links. And then we created the mirror protocols, which was like a hierarchical approach. Our V2 contract for that is sick.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready. Well, it's going to take some time. We're going to need the Lynx crypto app to help with this native token reflection. But we'll talk about that later too, because we have, you know, those native nodes in that Lynx infrastructure. So
hey, even then, you know, it's like you said earlier, who's still around?
Who's still around?
Who's still doing things? Who's still building?
Who's
in this world called DeFi?
It's hard. It's hard building stuff that like doesn't exist. There, you know, there's no Stack Overflow for this. Yeah. You know, there's trial and error. You go out there, and most importantly, like you can do testnet all you want. You don't deal with the same environmental variables that you do when you get in the wild and you have people just punching you from like DDoS attacks, like people like poison attacks. There's so many different things that can happen in crypto, and you have to be ready for all of it at a moment's notice. I went like 4 days with zero sleep, you know, before. So, and who would want this for themselves? Like, you know what I mean? Who would want this? Who would want to?
You got to be some type of special crazy.
You know what I mean? To stay in something that, you know, one, there are political implications for everything that you do, or legal implications. That water is constantly shifting. That's on the one side. On the other side, you have people just saying everything about you. Like my mom saw someone say Con Bailey online and flipped her shit, calling me and everything. And I was like, I can't control what people say, you know. Like I can't control what people say, Mom. Like, can you pass the turkey? It's Thanksgiving. Why are we talking about this? You know, like Jesus Christ. So like, who wants that for themselves, right? All people ultimately want is to, or for me, do something impactful for the world and do something that matters for me. It makes me like feel better. So
but the thing is, man, so many people like it's a lot of insinuations out there, and I get it. People get emotional when, you know, when they invest into a project and the chart goes down, you know, it's all, oh my God, it's a scam. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nobody really takes the time to for one, really get to know the people that they're investing into, because you're not just investing into a project, you're investing into the people running the project. They don't take the time to do that, and they don't take the time to just take a step back and really understand crypto, period. You know what I mean? All they want to see is money being made. And when it's not being made, then everybody's a scam artist. You know what I'm saying? You got to take some time to understand stuff, and then do some research. Do some research on
the benefits people. Of my deck spot, buddy. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, it's like, you know that Family Guy meme where Stewie grabs Brian and he's like, "Where's my money?" And he's just punching him like, "Where's my money, Brian?
Where's my money?" All right, I get it.
I feel like, you know, it's like, like you can't do it. But ultimately, like, I feel like any project that isn't just hype. Now, some projects have come up and they've said we're purely hype. You remember Chris Harris, the After Dark guy, and Damn Son, those two guys? They came out with 2 tokens, right? After saying, you know, early on, we're just guys who will never come out with a token. We're just holding spaces. And then they move on to, oh man, Don Bailey's over here. He's doing this. You know, like Chris Harris actually connected me with this girl named Jen, like that worked at Certic, who basically provided the foundations for my security infrastructure now, like having multiple signatures on transactions. Like you can't push a transaction to any of our tokens without me, somebody else. You know what I mean? Like multiple people have to sign off on a transaction for a transaction to even be pushed to the contract. And that came from, you know, Chris Harris's camp. And I'm not, again, I'm explaining my experiences. I'm not saying anything about the character of those individuals, because I've learned from almost everyone that I've interacted with, and I appreciate that knowledge that I've gained. But what did he come out with? A token called Dong. And then you remember that Buffy, it was called Slayer token?
Yeah.
Like, and those tokens, admittedly, no utility. There is another token that has no utility from some dude out of Utah, and like literally in the name
There
is
was a one.
useless.
Yeah, it's useless. Don't. And it's on the website. It said, "Don't buy this. You will get rugged."
Yeah, and people don't come out and talk about any of those tokens. All three of those tokens. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I ain't gonna lie though. Look, there was one token. It was called. It was Just Moonshot, and I forget the Just Moonshot and Justin or whatever. Anyway, it was called TARP. You remember that one? It was called Totally a Rug Pull. But they said because I was in their Discord when they were talking about this token, right? They were like, yeah, we ought to just come out with a legit token and just throw an absurd name, and it's like, yeah, let's just rug, and then that's how kind of like in the Discord it was kind of created, I guess. And then they actually came out with the token. It was called Totally a Rug Pull. I made a lot of money off of that. I made a lot of money off of that.
You know what I mean? Like you did.
Yes.
But like,
actually, hey, no, because somebody just said pump and dumps. Actually, no, TARP was not a pump and dump. They actually they started going with they rebranded to a legit name, and it went to Advantis, and then
perfect. And they're still running. They're still here.
They don't have it anymore. They sold it.
Oh, but the token's still here. Oh, okay. All right. We'll talk about that too when we get over to Reflex and how Reflex was able to walk away.
But look, they tried to do something, bring out some tech and stuff like that, and it was a great idea. And
the market didn't adopt the tech. Yeah, that's not their fault.
It didn't come to fruition. Yeah, it's not.
It's not your fault when you do what you say you're going to do, and what you say you're going to do isn't as valuable as people.
And I think Cuffin actually acquired Advantis.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I don't know what he's still doing with it. I haven't kept up with it since, but
well, that's good. Like I love when someone does what they say they're going to do. Yeah. No matter like it could take forever. Just don't freaking give up. Like most of these tokens could have still. What have you heard of that token Affinity?
Yeah, bro. Look, I hit them up so many times to promote with them and to try to get them to link up with Links, because what they had going on at the time, and of course with what Links had, they wouldn't talk to them. It would have
perfect match. Perfect match.
They kind of blew me off, and so it just I don't know where they're at now.
Where are they at? Where are they? That was such a simple idea, dude. It's Cash App for crypto. Like, put someone's name in. Like, let me send you my name, and then boom.
Well, I think they came out with their. I think they did come out with their app, but I don't see or hear anything. I haven't even looked them up in a while, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them now. But it would have been a great partnership. But
would have been great.
So and that's what kind of pisses me off too.
Actually, like, you want to know how? Look. The guy from Infinity was at that event in Utah that I told you about. He gave me this. This is one of Infinity's coins right here.
Oh wow!
Like, yeah, dude. I'm telling you, these guys. Like, I did my research. I didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the one who came out and was just like, oh, F you, Infinity. They came out and said that about me. You know what I mean? And I don't even know why. I don't know what did it. I don't know.
Well, some of these people, look, they get Twitter popular. I saw this a lot. Like they were in the chats and everything and talking, and then next thing you know, their token starts to take off a little bit. They get Twitter popular, and then they just think they're too big for anything and anybody to talk. No, we can't partner with you because you're not big enough. Like, people were pissed off because like they wouldn't partner with us because Links didn't have a token. And it's like, well, that's not the purpose of our tech.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I remember you telling me you don't want Links to have a token, and I was like, that's admirable, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, it's due to it. There was not really a purpose for us to have a token. I mean,
if I could go back and rebuild BBTF, like, I'm not saying that I would not launch BBTF as a token, but my question is like, is there an application that could have made it a portfolio collector of multiple tokens, and then I just seeded liquidity on multiple platforms? But then again, how do I allow people to directly benefit from that? So, like, the token was the necessary avenue for that dream to come to fruition.
Yeah.
For me specifically. So where was I? So Bitburn
Yeah.
just
Which one?
happened, right? Sorry, my watch is asking me which one. Oh, don't call him. Oh, shoot.
Hey Siri. Hey,
No,
don't call Bitborn right now, bro. Come on.
Take this watch off and throw it.
Siri, listening too close. You need to shut up for a little bit.
So all right, so we go from there, and then we go from those guys, and that was a tough part for me. That was like my first experience of being like, man, I trusted these guys, and I need help getting these knives out of my back. You know, like that hurt. You know, at that I was actually on a plane, flying back from I was flying back from meeting with Reflex in an attempt to acquire Reflex. Right.
Okay.
I was on the plane, and that's when they posted all that stuff. They knew I was going to be in the air too. They thought I wouldn't be able to respond immediately. No, I just wasn't able to join a Twitter space. I was on. I had Wi-Fi on that flight, bro. Don't do that to me. And so, so that was interesting. Anyway, moving forward, we start launching the Mirror protocols. Mirror protocol BTC is the first one we launched to compete with Bitburn. Goes bonkers. And then so we start gearing up to, and remember, we funded this thing with 180K from you know the treasury.
Yeah, that it was immediately listed on links, just by the way.
Yeah, hey, bro. But we funded it like with the money that most other founders, right, don't carry a treasury. And like, oh man, I'll tell you this about Mahina. Mahina token is like one of the things that I knew I liked about him immediately. I was just like, yo, bro, you have to do this with your treasury, like this, and did it, dude. His treasury's been growing. Like, I love people like that.
Yeah.
On the other side, we need to talk about X Studio. Don't let me forget that. Don't let me forget that one.
Okay.
But anyway, so then we launch BNB Mirror, and it gets botted on launch. So this bot goes in, goes out, goes in, goes out on launch day. And I was like, how is that able to happen? The bot made more money than like the top 300 positions on that day. And I was like, this is crazy. That's when I said, we're going to build a bot for the people. And that's when my Dex bot came in fruition. It's like on the launch of BNB. So that launch was like 4 years ago, maybe 3.5 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a long time ago, right? We've been doing this for a while. And so I've been building my Dex bot for that long.
Wow.
And I just got connected with you and Spencer coming on as a dev, and our progress has
the man with the magic hands.
That dude is so good. The dude that built links is building our stuff. That's I don't know if I've said that before. So anyway, all that got to my Dex bot. Yeah, I'm happy, man.
That's what's up, man. And I was definitely I was in the beginning of the beta for my DexBot stuff like that, and dude, it was making I had 4 bots running. I think maybe they might be still active. I don't know. Because I haven't checked it in a long time. It's just
we got to merge the database for you.
I put money in there and I just let it roll. But the last time I looked at it, I even posted it. Matter of fact, I posted it in my Telegram that like, hey, the bot's working. They're making profits,
dude.
Here's your sign.
Like that's the So like this is so crazy. So like you come out like you have to be original and solve a problem in this world. If you're not being original or you're not solving problems, I'm sorry, your stuff isn't going to do what you wanted to do. Man, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come out with this wallet. Dang, how you going to beat Trust Wallet? They got billions in funding.
I know, man. That's what everybody like. That's what I was trying to explain to people with links, bro. It's like everybody's like, "Oh, you need to come out with wallet. Oh, you need to come out with a token.
Nah,
oh,
dude.
you need to do this." Well, that's not the issue. That's not what we're trying to solve because they have billions of dollars, and this is bootstrapped. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tossing billions of dollars. If I had it like that, guess what? Everybody would know about links.
We're almost $1 million into my deck spot. Like funding this bad boy under $1 million is crazy. I don't know how we actually. I know exactly how we did it. But
that's the biggest thing. People don't understand. When you talk about tech, they don't understand what it takes to build something out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, this isn't an overnight thing. You have to create the code, go over it, see if it works. It's not going to work. It's going to crash.
Go back.
See if you can fix it.
Do the thing again.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? It's just it's not an overnight thing, and people just they always want this now.
Yeah, and if it's not now, you're Con Bailey.
Like. Dude, the way I try to put it to people is like, look at Amazon, look at Google and stuff like that. Before you knew about Amazon or Google, these guys was already years in the making.
Yeah, bro, already years in the making. Already.
It just
so you went on this girls podcast, and I'm not gonna say her name. And when you know who I'm talking about, just don't say their name because like I respect them. Okay. But it's her and a couple other guys, and like. I really like her. She's like, good girl. And then like, something happens. She texts me about it. I send her a response. Blah, 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 blah. Later I hear online, hey, Don, I'm not going to be the one, like just to text you privately when you can just tell me in public what's going on with this. And I was just like,
I know. Yeah, I know.
And I actually had hired her to do some work for us and paid her for that work that she did. And we used that work product on our website for a while. Anyway. Yeah. She's a great person, but she came to me one day and she said, Don, people are saying you're using disappearing wallets. So the blockchain does what?
That's what I'm talking about. These crazy theories of people that think that they know. What the hell is a disappearing wallet? Dude,
bro.
Hey, for normies out there, when a wallet is created on the blockchain, it's there forever. That's the beauty of the blockchain.
That transaction or that wallet address can never be recreated again.
It disappeared. What? Show me this magic, Merlin.
You know what I'm saying? And nuts. The funny part about it is that a part of that conversation was one of the 6 people that were in that original group that hacked me. But
gotcha.
I love this space. Who's still here? None of those other things that were being promoted. So,
hey, for all you devs out there that are
how long did you want to do a podcast for? We're coming up on an hour. Do you want to keep going?
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Okay, because there's a lot that can be said, and eventually we got to talk about my deck spot and the future of links.
Yes, dude, I'm so happy, man. That just warms my heart, man.
So I told you I would talk to you about Studio, X Studio, and Ron.
Yes.
Okay.
So just to make it clear, you're not talking about the Project X Studio X, right?
What's that?
Okay. So it's just to make that difference because there was a project out. It was called Project X, and they were doing Studio X.
No, yeah. So I'm not talking about Project X. I'm talking about this token that launched on the SafeMoon exchange called X Studio.
Okay. No, that's why I'm just we want to make it that make sure that's separate because there's if I remember it, I'm pretty sure there's probably a few others out there.
Yeah, Project X was different. Yeah, I remember Project X.
And that was another one of those. Time. Oh, it's so hard for me.
Dude, you remember Live Crypto Party randomly? They got hacked, and it was for a small amount of money. And like we're trying to be good guys at BBTF. We want to help our team. They're on a SafeMoon swap. We're not going to let someone go down. So we refunded their liquidity and they got back up and running. And we're like, don't tell anyone. Like we're years later. I don't think they're still trading. So I don't feel bad saying it right now. And also I really like the dev for that project. She's great person. But yeah, so like so much stuff has happened behind the scenes where we've been like, hey, let us help you. We're on the same team. This is an industry, because the more people that fell in this industry, the more people that rug in this industry, I can't go on a date and be like, yo, I work in crypto. They're gonna be like, get the fuck out of here, you know? Or, excuse my language. But that's what, you know, get out of here, bro.
Get out of here, bro.
Get out of here.
You're crypto, bro. No.
See you later. So Ron is he was the guy that ran X Studio. So one night I'm sitting, I forget where I was sitting, but I get a call from the former COO of SafeMoon. He was a smart guy too. I really liked him. Actually, his son just got recognized at, I'm going to say this, non-political, but he got recognized at a Turning Point USA event in Utah. And the reason why he got into politics is that same event where I was out in Utah, right, with the stuff, I met the COO. We went out to dinner that night. No, this is the moon listing launch for BBTF. Anyway, I met this guy's son. He said he wanted to get in politics. I said, I know the person. Like literally, she was about to be Trump's press secretary during his first time. So I moved him out here. I didn't move him out here. He moved out here to work for her, and he worked for her for like 2 years, and then he went back, and now he's getting recognized on stage. You know, like so. Yeah. But anyway, that's to show you what my relationship was with this guy. That's the background story of you know. So, but and by the way, I appreciate both sides of the aisle. I'm gonna say that right now.
Yeah, it's pluses and minuses to both. I mean, I really don't think there's an aisle anymore. It's just
there's not an aisle. That's just horse trading. What can you give me?
Yeah.
I care about one thing, and that's human rights. As long as we can live free, and I'm, you know, on one side, but I also really appreciate my Second Amendment. You know, I'm in South Carolina. You know, like there's some. Sorry,
yes, sir.
I'm not going to say any more politically until I'm actually running for office. Anyway, my man calls me one night and he's like, hey, Don, I met this guy and he's launching a token. He's really important. He met the guy on Richard Branson's island, and Branson's a billionaire. Millionaires and billionaires go to that island. Yeah. Not to be confused with Epstein Island. Yeah. Branson's Island, you know, like, oh.
Hey, there's some people out there. I ain't gonna say which side they're on, but their heads are spinning and they spitting pea soup right now. Just at the mention. Oh.
So anyway, so he calls me and he's just like, I need you to talk to this guy. I would really appreciate it if you could help him launch his token on a SafeMoon swap. One, I'm pissed. I got charged like, you know, over $250,000 to launch on the swap. What you doing for this guy? You know, But you know, I'm a team player. I like seeing the team win. I want to see good people come to the swap. And so first I listened to him the first time, and it's a studio. I have this concept for like tokenizing music, which like there's an artist that's actually doing it right now, but he's doing it himself and not as a platform. Essentially, the idea is let's say I want to release a song, or I've already released a song, right? That song becomes a token, right? So that token says it has 100 tokens. Person A gets 1%, 2%, you know what I mean? So 100 people get 1%, and then that token pays royalties from its pay. What do we know of that could represent royalties? Reflections. So in my head, I'm like, this is perfect. Like, I love reflections. This is exactly how I like to see contracts designed. This is perfect. A reflection is, by the way, this is not a financial statement. I'm not giving financial advice. I will read a disclaimer at the end if you allow me, by the way, before going off. But I am not giving, this is just my opinion, but it functions like a dividend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
But
Like,
hey, there was a token that came out that was supposed to do that, and it was another one of those mismanaged ones, and it ended up dying off because somebody ran off with the marketing wallet, and then somebody got a headache, and family got
I've had
sick.
employees steal from me, and I'm still here fighting, bro. I'm buried under debt right now, just fighting for BBTF, you know. But so the guy from X Studio, so I was just like, this is perfect. I'm talking to him like, what do you want to do with your studio? What's your concept? What do you think of this idea? He loves that idea. We decided to call it X Sound Club. You know what I mean? So anyway,
yeah.
His token launches, and I do a Twitter space for him. I'm like, hey, this token's about to launch. Introduce you to the guy. The guy's worked in the industry, has published multiple platinum records, blah, 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 blah. I hear through the grapevine, Ron's talking crap about you, Don, in the Twitter space. Like, that can't be. Oh, wait, let me go back. His token pre-sale is taken off, and he was like, Don, I would really like to pay you for your work. I would really like to pay you guys for your work. I said, I'm doing this as a favor for a friend. I don't feel comfortable taking money for you. And he was like, I'd really like to pay you. Let me just send you some of my token. And then I'm just like, what? No, because you send me some of your token, I'm going to sell it. You don't want me to sell your token like that.
Bing!
You know what I mean? And so all these other companies that are launching and they're paying their employees with their token, that's what's happening to your token. That's why your price keeps going down. Like your price is going down for the company to survive. This. All right. So he all right, this is gonna get real personal. So I get a call from this guy that I really like from there, from SafeMoon. I really liked Hayden, and honestly, I'm still friends with him. And he calls me. He goes, "We're kicking X Sound Club off the swap." I was like, "Why are you kicking him off the swap?" Apparently, he was mad that SafeMoon they had came out with this graphic. And then BBTF was at the top of the graphic, and X Studio was like right here. And he was like, "Why aren't we at the top?" And then he's going off on them on a phone call and refers to me as the N-word.
Oh, damn, bro. That's dirty.
John immediately gets off the call, right? Hayden gets off the call. Remember, they were recommended by the other guy, the former CEO, which, by the way, he's cool, right?
Yeah.
But you don't see that side of someone. And so but there was also some other variables, right?
Yeah.
That led to it, like some insider trading stuff that led to it.
Yeah.
But they told me that. And so that's when I ended, because we were about to add them to our token as a reflection. Actually, we did add them to our token as a reflection token for one day. And then he does this. So that's what happened with my relationship with X Studio. But I say that to say this. After that, that's when that famous soundbite of Ron coming out saying, when he found out that he had been dropped from SafeMoon swapping, he was like, "They're minnows, man. We're sharks." But where are they? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Where are they? Like,
wow. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't know the whole story until you know the story. You know what I'm saying?
What I mean? And I didn't, I wasn't the one to go out there and be like, hey, I wanted to, I still want to see X Sound Club come to fruition, but not call it X Sound Club. I still like that technology. I just don't have the time to focus on getting that here. We know the A, B, C, D, and E on how to do it. And essentially what we do is we make it as an add-on to Pro Tools. And then after we make it an add-on to Pro Tools, we partner with a company like TuneCore, right? Or DistroKid to handle the ASCAP, BMI stuff. And we just function as middleware in there for the artist to get paid in crypto.
All right. So
go ahead. I'm listening.
There's two. So there's actually two projects I know of that are actually doing something like that, especially with helping artists.
Hook me up with them,
man. I'm serious, bro. No, and they're on they're straight on even Links is partnered with. So I mean we're partnered with them. So
that's my passion. That's my passion.
I'm gonna link you up with them, dude, because they're doing the right things, man.
And this X Sound Club is 2 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
it's 2.5 years ago, like where this stuff is going down.
Yeah.
But you don't know, you've never heard that story before, because like, who am I to, like, to go out online and just start accusing this guy being a bad. I'm sitting on a burner in his spaces listening to him talk shit about me, you know.
Wow.
You know, I hear
Yeah.
it happening, but I'm not going on Twitter
I've been
and
been there.
tagging me and stuff.
I'm like, damn, bro, this dude was just, I was just in a call with this dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's tagging
Yeah.
me and stuff, and I'm just like not responding. Like, I see stuff that people are tagging me in. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, if you posted something, especially on my post, like, you know, there's this question about the LP that I legally can't answer, but wait until after March and then like ask the same questions then. You know, like we have a not related to what I just said, but you know, we're waiting for like $500,000 to come back, you know, from Utah. Like, there's so much stuff that like it's just, what do I do? Like, I sit back and I just keep grinding for my team.
There, like I say, people are so used to like these devs doing all these illegal acts. They don't even, I don't even think most of them even know that some of the ways that they're conducting business and running their projects is illegal. And you know, especially when you start trying to be legit and everything, you find out like, oh, I had all these illegal activities. So people don't understand that when you are trying to 100% do the legal thing all the time, it takes time. Sometimes it's just caught up in paperwork. It's bureaucracy. You know what I'm saying? It's paperwork. You're getting a signature for a signature for a signature to actually get some shit done.
You have to. You got to get a legal opinion on everything in this industry.
Yeah.
Why did you do this? Oh, my lawyer said I could.
Exactly.
Well, your lawyer is wrong. Okay, now let's get into a civil argument about it, because like the criminal versus the civil, that's a very fine line in this industry. Very fine line. And Caroni happened to find himself on this side of the line. You know, it could have very well been on this side of the line, one or two different decisions, right? Or one or two different prosecuting attorneys. You know, the Eastern District of New York is a little bit different. So, like, why would anyone risk wanting that for themselves unless like they had intentions of, you know, seeing it through to the end, you know? Like, so my deck spot is the best thing I've ever done as a human.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So let's see.
We done mentioned, so get your explanation on my deck spot. Because I know there's a few people that probably don't even understand what it. We already mentioned it. It's a bot. It does trades and stuff like that. But what would be a simple explanation of what my deck spot is?
Can I give you the New York elevator pitch? And I say New York elevator pitch because, you know, you could be in a building with 60 floors in it.
Yes.
If you remember, if you were mad about the way that dark pools and after hours trading happened in AMC and GameStop, if you believe that the short squeeze should have happened because all the analytics said that it could have happened, then you're probably someone who would like to leverage the same tools that those other guys were using for yourself to win. There is no reason why institutional portfolios should perform better than individual portfolios. But the only reason why it's performing better is because they're not trading emotionally. My deck spot takes the emotions out of your trades. Regardless of how much you like something, regardless of how, you know, loyal you are to it, take the emotions out.
How many times, especially for those that has watched many episodes, how many times have I said, stop trading emotionally?
Yeah, you say that all the time.
Take your emotions. When it's come to crypto, take your emotions right here, ball it up, Kobe in the trash. And you will perform, you will be a better trader.
Yep. I 100% agree.
I'm not saying that I'm not guaranteeing you're gonna win all the time, but you will become a better trader when you take your emotions out and you start studying the data. That's the biggest part. Studying the data. Take the data in, acquire that. But who can do that better than your brain? Who's doing it better right now? AI.
But all right. And so here's the question. So AI is coming to my deck spot. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
AI is coming. What's the problem with AI right now? It hallucinates. So we in AI attempt trades around trade 25 to 30. Guess what the AI starts doing? Acting irrationally. That's a better word than what I was going to say.
Okay.
It starts acting irrationally, like as you get deeper into the trade, and as you see the GPT iterations come out, you know, like trades last longer. Like these models, like it's able to trade for longer, but it ultimately starts acting irrationally because it can't repeat the same thing and give the same answer every single time.
Here's what I have found that has helped, because I use AI when I'm trading.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like so here's what I have found that has improved, right? So you constantly, like, as data is being put out, you make sure to, because AI, you still got to train it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like a dog. When a new trick comes out, hey, this is what people are doing, analyze this, and basically copy the result in a sense. So that's kind of what, like, my personal AI bot is learning off of the input that I'm giving it. And I'm constantly I'm not just like, oh yeah, set it, forget it.
Yeah, no.
That's how you gonna get wrecked.
The point that I was gonna make is like you have to have algorithmic restraints to the reasoning of the AI. Now you said the magic word, data. What company do we know that is in the business of data?
Bing, bing, bing.
Links crypto app.
Links, baby. I've been telling people, dude, I told, dude, all these devs, all these different projects that could have been benefiting off of links. I've sat in meetings. Spencer tell you, I've called him into some random ass meetings, like out of the blue, be like, hey, can you be available right in about 10 minutes to kind of go over the technical side? Because I always call, he's the tech guy, I'm the mouth. You know what I'm saying? So when we had these meetings, not necessarily, but you know, I'm like,
he's the tech guy. You're the communication piece.
Okay. Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There you go. Can't just say
upgrade,
I'm
baby.
That's crazy.
Upgrade.
That's crazy work. Wild
upgrade. I like that. I communicate. I'm the communications guy.
Yeah. You were my first intro in the links. Like,
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I didn't just reach out to people to just random projects. Hey, why don't you partner? Like, because people was doing that all the time. I was reaching out to people who could actually take the tech and utilize it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those, these devs getting there. Oh, well, you know, our data is, you know, we're coming off of CMC, you know, this and that and that. You know, I'm like, dude, okay. I mean, that's fine. You know what I'm saying?
The big boy game.
You know, and then a lot of them projects right now, as you said, where they at? They ain't here. They ain't here. You know what I mean? I just, and that's the result of, like I said, people, you know, you get these devs that get control of these projects. They have a great idea. They have a great idea, and they don't know how to implement it. And even if it takes off, even if they get the right people, even if you have all the right people, you could have somebody come into your life, your project's life, and improve it. Yes. So even a little bit of improvement goes a long way over time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
The Japanese term Kaizen.
Okay,
improve one small thing every single day.
There you go. But you know, they get these big heads, and they don't want to. You ain't too small. You ain't got
much egos in this industry,
bro. Even content creators, bro. Like, I'm like, hey, why don't you? Now, there's been a few that's
there's great people. Yeah,
you know, like Pablo Crow. Pablo Crow's one of the big ones, and he promoted links for a long time. Bleaves has talked about links.
I like him. Yeah.
Crypto Empress, you know what I'm saying?
I love Crypto Empress.
Yes, yeah, she's amazing person. You know what I'm saying? But she Dude, there's been times where I've just hopping into one of her into one of her Twitter spaces, and she's already in the middle of talking about links, and I'm like, oh, she's like, hey, by the way, we got one of the links. Come on up here, Dragon Rider. Why don't you tell us about links? I'm like, oh shit, okay, here we go on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like the data is so important, and you came with a very valuable offer to people. Extremely valuable data, and that's what I think is what separates people in this industry is the people who recognize the value in the deal that you offered.
Yeah,
like, because if you can't see the value in the deal that you offered, then I don't think they actually was looking that far ahead. Because that's everything. And the way that Spencer was able to put those nodes into the cloud.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
future's bright. Universal coin profile. Like,
it's exciting, man. It's exciting. You know, it's you know what? And everything, I guess everything happens for a reason. You know, some of those projects that turned us down. And I mean, it wasn't even like we was asking for money either. It was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, the ones that had the egos, they projects end up failing because their tech didn't perform like they was claiming. Now we're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing that, and it never came to fruition. And you know, we linked up with the right people. The right people understood what we were trying to accomplish, our mission, our goals, and what we had to offer, and here we are.
I will say this though, just give some people who said no credit, some of them, not all of them. It's hard to know who to trust in this industry.
Yeah. But at the same time, that's why I got my face, unlike some of these crazy little devs out here that are hiding and they don't want to be doxxed and all this shit.
I'm gonna say this. Dude, we got offered a grant from 8chain, and which the grant was from, like, it's legit. You know what I mean? Like, legit grant. My DexBot integrating 8chain, we're going to do it in the future, and it's going to be done because we got the grant to do it. But like the fact, the CTO or the chief DeFi officer, like, didn't want to put his face on screen. He didn't want to dox himself. And I, like, for me personally, I was just like, man, that's wild that this is what this industry is coming to. And by the way, that is not me discrediting them in any means. That's just me saying, like, this is a norm in the industry that, like,
when you conducting business, you talking business. Hey, this is how business is done nowadays.
Yeah,
online. I mean, we face to face. You know what I mean? Like, I'm big. Hey, I'm old school. Hey, I'll make a deal on a handshake, and that means that handshake means, well, not everything, obviously.
I did that with Chase, and that cost me $250,000.
But see, a handshake to me,
like you. We're old school. Like, we were raised with manners. And to be fair, you're technically in the South too. In the South, you don't do that. You're like, it's a handshake. It's respect.
Yeah, absolutely. But I've been burnt. You know, a few times. That's why I said not everything anymore. Yeah. now, if we making a deal, guess what? Oh, Dragon Rider's pulling up a contract. Everything's legal.
Fine here. I'm gonna need your initials on this page because you looked at it funny.
Hey, line ABC with sublines 1, 2, 3, and all this. Hey, I'm telling you, I don't do business without any kind of legal agreement whatsoever.
That's why I love our relationship, especially the relationship with Spencer and everything, is because you can tell, like, from what we were talking about earlier, I'm just like, even though A is happening, like, you guys did this, and like, so, like, we're still partners in this, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, that's just the respect that I don't think the universe will reward me the way that it has continuously rewarded me if I would go into stuff without the intentions that I go into them with. There's this girl who posts on Twitter all the time. Her name is Safe Moon Eve, and it's always like, I love when she posts stuff. It's just like, she's just like, it's like positive. It's about the energy you put out, and that's essentially like the energy you put out into this world.
Yeah,
it's inevitable that that's going to be what you get back. And essentially that's what I seen in crypto. So when Sam from Evergrow came at me on our launch, I had to do it. But when he came at me on our launch and like after that, I was just like, you don't recognize like the like how hard it is for like a project leader in this space to deal with like some of these situations, and you're just going to immediately come out and try to take advantage of the situation, like for your token. And then years later, what happened to his token? Boom, hack, boom, all this stuff. And then what they do, they switched to Cedar, and then they did the dumbest thing ever with their LP. And, yeah, and they're also building an app. Like how are you going to compete with Trust Wallet?
Did he step down? He stepped down as
oh yeah. Like, he stepped down. He was like, now I don't want to deal with this. I'm over here on the app. And now
I got a headache. I don't want to do it.
Or they were just like, the token was just like, how do you own the app, Spencer, when it's ours? I was just like, or not Spencer. What's the dude's name? Sam. When it's ours, I was like, oh man. But like that's like an example of like your karmatic value in this world, like coming back to like you just can't go out here with bad intentions. Like you don't know whose other people's intentions are. That's why I don't go out and talk crap about people. I just described a situation just now. Oh, those are facts. It happened.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's just, I think people get too caught up in the drama of social media, and they just live there. You just a forever troll.
Yeah. Like I got a team of 6 people and I got to pay them every single month, no matter what. We got families to feed. And so it requires us to be on our P's and Q's. And like these guys have been with me for 4 years. You think they would stay on if like they didn't believe in the dream?
Yeah.
No, like it's hard to.
So look, hey, I got 2 questions, right? I ask all my guests these 2 questions, all right? Because we on Behind the Bullshit, so we got to talk about some bullshit.
Yeah, right? I like bullshit. Yeah.
So I always have 2 questions. So 2 questions is so there's 2 times in your there's 2 different scenarios in your career that either helped you or hindered you in some sort of way. I always call it positive bullshit and negative bullshit. You got your positive bullshit where like, you know what? I kind of went through a couple little things, but ultimately it helped me grow as a person, as a professional, as an individual, whatever you want to say. And it actually helped. And then there's the negative bullshit that, you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. So what would be, and it could be anything. It don't even have to be related to crypto. What would be some positive bullshit that occurred to you that
positive bullshit? It was bullshit.
It was bullshit
without the context.
It was bullshit, but it ended up turning into something positive.
That's a good one. So what is some positive?
All right. I'm gonna give you an example. I always give this example. So when I started, I started reaching out to other content creators, I was like to invite them onto the show. They was like, yeah, I'd come on. And there was this one guy. He was like, he's like, oh, well, you ain't got enough followers. Hit me back when you get your follower count up. Right. So I was like, all right, man. I said, that's some bullshit. Right. So later on, after a few months, this was a year 1 of Behind the Bullshit. And I was getting, dude, I had so many people come on the show, man. Some great people. I had Bleaves, I had Wendy O, I had
I like Wendy O too.
Yeah, I had Wendy O on, I had BitBoy on, I had Henoch, I had fucking.
Didn't you have Grant Cardone's brother on too?
I had Gary Cardone on, you know what I'm saying? He's seen that shit and he was like, hey man, I'd like to be a guest sometime. I was like, and I was like, man, I seen your analytics recently, and your numbers ain't looking good. Hit me back when your numbers get back up.
Right.
So that was my positive. That was my positive bullshit. It was a bullshit, but it ended up turning up because you know what I mean. It's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you never know who you come across. You never know who you talk to. You never know who you're going to engage with. Treat people with respect. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, we all men and women. I don't care if you got 10 million followers or if you've got 10 followers. I treat everybody the same with the same type of respect because at the end of the day, we all men and women in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Our blood beats the same.
Exactly.
Let's see, my positive bullshit.
I have found this question is a lot harder than
it's
what
really
is,
hard. Can I
sound?
go to this is a
All right, let's do your negative. Let's do your negative. What was some
what
total
would I
bullshit?
not wish on anyone in this world? I would not wish anyone be driving down the road to get a phone call from a token holder saying, "Hey, someone's dumping your token." And then you have not been able to get in contact with a developer that you hired all day, that someone on your team had just given, a private key access to a token vault to. And you see that those are the tokens that have been, to know that someone that had been working for you for 6 months is the one dumping your tokens. That hurt.
Oh, that's so dirty. Oh man. Yeah, that's some straight bullshit.
Yeah. then you start looking around at everyone else. It's like, can I trust you? Like,
yeah, man, you got to question everybody.
What happens when you get access to this money? Is like, are you gonna screw me the same way that these other people did? Like,
yeah,
greedy people. It's greedy people in this world. So I would not wish the feeling of being responsible for like the dream that you're representing to your community to be disrespected by someone who you brought on the team to help you build the team. Because ultimately, you're the one accountable. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you're the one accountable. You said, hey, guy, I think you can help me make these people happy. Yeah. I think you can help me do what I told these people I would do. I think you are the person that can help us bring forth the dream that you told these people you would bring forth. And for that person to just stab you in the back.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't wish that pain on anyone.
People that have never had access to large quantities of money tend to do it's 50-50 shot whether they're going to be.
It took no time.
Oh man,
it took no time but luckily, like, he only got to dump like 3 different transactions and we shut it down.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's and like you said earlier, that's why it's very, very important to go with multi-sig. Everything.
This is like,
especially crypto when it comes to, because I've seen I've seen it happen so much it's almost expected.
And that's the problem.
And that is a big problem because it's becoming it's like at some point, whoever's holding the marketing wallet, whoever's holding the fucking whatever wallet, whoever's holding this wallet, they're going to start dumping, and then the rest of the team is going to be like, oh well, we can't continue anymore because so and so decided to dump this wallet. You know what I mean? And then it's and as an investor, I understand the frustration because then of course you lost faith in your project, and then but as a dev, you got to take that backlash, and you've lost faith in your team. That's bro.
So hard. It's so hard.
Yeah.
You remember the Flood Helm? Where's that guy at? All right, sorry.
Dude, there are so many. Bro, there's so many people that but that just
home slice one time. I was like, bro, what the
that's even like, dude, there's like one man. I ain't even gonna say his name, but look, there was one dude. I trusted this guy. I really, and he was like, he screwed over a lot of people. He screwed over a lot of people, but I'm the type of person, I try to help people when I can. And he reached out to me. He's like, hey bro, I'm hard up on some I'm hard up right now. Matter of fact, some people might know him. He was Canadian. So it was in Canada. It was when all the fires came out, supposedly, like he said his house burnt down. And that, remember when like out of nowhere, basically a big fire cloud covered Canada.
Yeah.
So, and he was like, yeah, I'm going through road. He said, would you be able to help me out with things? So I sent him a couple ETH. You know what I mean? Just like
a couple ETH.
Yeah. And I was like, ETH was like, yeah. I think ETH was like $800 or $900 or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like
$900.
Give me some of that ETH, baby.
But and come to find out, he was spending his money on hookers and blow because he was a fucking addict or something like that. He screwed over. He screwed apparently some other trusted names in the crypto space, and he screwed over a lot of people, man. And it sucks. It sucks.
Not related to what you're saying, but you remember when Gandalf was giving out his special tokens?
Yeah.
Fake Moon? Not related.
Where is that guy? Man, I was following him on LinkedIn.
Yeah, where's that guy?
I was following him on LinkedIn too. He incognito. He's straight ghost.
I sent him some tokens back in the day.
And you know what? While we're on the subject of people selling tokens, man, there's one project I felt bad about because they actually sent me some tokens, and of course, I mean, in my defense, no, it ain't even in my defense. Like, they sent me a fuck ton of tokens, not even a fuck ton, but they sent me a bunch of tokens, and I was entering this business venture, so I was dumping all of my just garbage tokens.
Oh no!
And I ended up dumping. I ended up dumping on their chart, and I mean, it's like because look, this business venture.
They sent you the tokens as
just say, hey, you want to hold some tokens for my project?
Oh, to be like an additional wallet that's holding the tokens.
Yeah,
oh, dang.
And at the time when they sent them to me, it was only like $50, right?
Oh, shoot.
At its all-time high, and I never bought any after, I never bought any of it, but at its all-time high, that $50 in tokens actually turned into like $5,000.
Oh, wow.
But I never sold any. I think I only sold I sold like $700 worth or something like that. It's because I was emptying out all my wallets because I was getting into this. I was buying into a partnership to this big company. But anyway, and I ended up doing that and not realizing that I was like, oh shit. But as soon as it happened, I hit him up. I was like, hey man, I accidentally dumped on your chart. Blah blah blah. I said, and it just, I feel bad about it.
Yeah, because
it hurt his feelings.
One, he knows whose wallet it is, and you're dumping. And then two, it's just like your public sentiment. People read stuff based off of charts, but
and I felt bad about it, man.
Yeah, I feel you. I understand that pain.
But I mean, at the same time, it's like, it's.
Are you still friends with that guy?
We haven't really even spoken.
You should reach out to him and be like, hey man, check the stream out. I was thinking about you last night, and I bet you find that he's still a great guy.
He said everything's all good. Like at first he was super pissed at first, and then after he's like, it is what it is. I guess this is life in crypto, and it is whatever. But I still the relationship wasn't the same after that. We just
I'm sorry for that, man.
Yeah. But I mean, it was my fault. You know what I mean? It's like I wasn't paying attention to all but it's like it was in one of my garbage wallets, and I was just dumping everything. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I got a garbage wallet right now that got Cat Girl in it.
Dude, I got wallets. I still got some unicorn fart dust.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh. You remember that one token that came out? What was it called? What's that? Angel dust or something like that?
I don't remember that one. No, the only one that I bought, I remember buying into was unicorn fart dust, and I made a bunch of money off of that.
Oh my God.
it was dumb,
bro.
Yeah, it was straight just dumb stuff, but dude, but it was a different time, man, because the degening nowadays versus the degening fucking 4 years ago is it's not the same. and nobody knows how to hold anymore. Remember when we was all diamond hands?
Yeah,
Nobody,
no, dude.
like literally, people buy in, they make 2 cents profit, and they dump their entire bag. And
the
it's like,
next token that wins in this industry is going to figure out a way to do reflections at the next level, and they're probably going to have like an inverse reflection dynamic to where like the lowest holder gets the most amount of reflections or something like that. That'll sustain the chart. There was one guy that attempted to do something like that, but I think he was a part of like his own rugging. I'm not going to say his name, but I mentioned the name of a project whose platform he launched on earlier. And if you know, you know. Have you met my dog before?
No.
Guess what his name is?
What is it?
Crypto.
Oh, that's dope.
This is Crypto right here.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's
man.
What's up. Little doodle, man.
Yeah. Little sheepadoodle. Man, he's clingy. He goes everywhere I go.
He's got a tail like my Wally.
Oh, you're Wally?
His name's Wally. Actually, I named him after the robot Wall-E.
So dude, I love
his name is Wall-E.
Okay, so you know that show how they have like all the humans like floating in chairs in the future, and like, so I have this theory of how Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, but blockchain technology will be used for space communication. Imagine if like Star Trek would ever come to life, right? You know how you have the Enterprise and you got all these other ships out in space, you know? Like, how do you verify that a communication that you're receiving from the Starship Enterprise is the same as one like the Intrepida or something like that? How do you verify that communication? And you verify it with the blockchain, right? Did the communication occur on the blockchain? Do I still have the same copy as this other ship? Otherwise, I'd be able to impersonate a ship, send false communications to another ship. Yeah. That theory of the blockchain is exactly what the Byzantine generals problem is. Are you familiar with that? Mm-mm. Here, I'm just going to read it to you so I don't butcher this. I was telling so this is the Byzantine generals problem is essentially the problem that blockchain solves, right? And I'll read it directly for you. All right. The Byzantine generals problem is a computer science thought experiment about achieving consensus, so the consensus mechanism, in a distributed network where some participants or generals might be untrustworthy or traitors, making reliable coordination difficult, as illustrated by generals needing to agree to attack or retreat, but facing potential lies or failed messages from other generals or messengers. So basically, when you're creating a blockchain, what's your consensus mechanism, and how do you verify that the next block that you're publishing is actually a real block and not a fake block? So, anyway, just random.
I heard that. Hey, you know what? If you don't learn something new every day, you ain't doing shit. And I just learned.
So Bitcoin's consensus mechanism is based off of the Byzantine generals problem. If you
got you. Okay.
Yeah. And that's why we have the SHA-256 hashing algorithm. So like every single block is tied together with the SHA-256 hashing algorithm. And that hashing algorithm, don't quote me on this, but I think it's a numerical 16 digits, right? Which is like the number for the block, right? And so when you have like a miner, right? When someone's mining the next block, that what they're not doing is actually mining the block. Like the block is held in what's called the Bitcoin mempool, right? Yeah. What they're looking for is that unique 16 character digit that's going to, connect block 2,546 to block 2,547. And there's only one encryption algorithm that we're doing. Essentially, what we're doing is decrypting until someone hits that block. So the more compute, right, that we have, the more people that are mining, the faster that we're going to mine those blocks. The less people that are mining, so the more expensive power becomes, right? And the less the block rewards become, the longer it's going to take for people to mine the blocks. That's why Bitcoin will never be able to be used at a cash register, right? Because you could be sitting there at the cash register, say, hey, I'm going to pay you in Bitcoin. And that transaction is going to take forever unless you're paying with a token or with like a Coinbase card or like with one of these centralized exchanges that has the value locked on the card.
Yeah. And see, that's the big thing. And it's like, because a bunch of people, hit me up and was like, yeah, I was gonna, get into ETFs and this and that and everything. And I'm like, well, you need to verify, who you get, your brokerage and stuff like that, because they don't necessarily have the
crypto. It's another.
They don't have it. Yeah, they don't have it. So
you're gonna run into the same short squeeze problem that AMC and GameStop have. Once ETFs start getting shorted, there's going to become a secondary market for shorting, ETFs.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So I don't think ETFs are good for crypto.
I don't think so either. I think what the ETFs do right now is they give I guess they give businesses and people with a little bit of money some kind of a sense of that's the whole feelings thing. They give them some type of insurance that's like, or feeling that, I'm dealing with.
Is safe. It's only in an ETF. Yeah, I'm in Grayscale. I'm safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm buying it through a verified source. I'm not just downloading a wallet and buying off of some kind of source. Like I have a legit source to buy, but they don't understand that there's other legit sources. You could buy it directly and actually own it. You can have it yourself, not somebody holding it, which they go under. And that's what happened with a lot of these exchanges. They ended up going under because they leveraged your positions and over leveraged themselves. And guess what? When the market
now
went
they got
down,
to sell their position.
They got it. And then
now the Citadel just came into a Bitcoin position that they have to sell, and we just ran up to $109,000 Bitcoin. Now we got to drop back down to 88 again because this hedge fund is over leveraged on its mission statement. So now it necessarily has to drop. And then wait, who are the people that ran it up to 109? Me and you, everyday user, right? So these people just took their profits out of the market and hit their, minimum, profit necessary. But we just took a loss because we were buying out 104 and 105.
Yeah.
So.
And say, and that's why, like right now, like people, I think they're making it. They're doing. I'd have to look up the exact what they said, but they're trying to basically make it illegal for you to have like self custody.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's retarded because that goes completely against the principle. I don't know. I don't even like having my money in a bank. You know what I'm saying? For the simple fact is like what happened. So, and the main reason why is because of what happened with Voyager.
Oh, Voyager. Hey,
I had a bunch of I had a bunch of ETH. I had a bunch of Sol, and I had a bunch of ApeCoin on Voyager.
Yep.
So what happened was when they went under, or when they filed for bankruptcy, like ApeCoin was actually running a little bit. I basically watched because I couldn't touch it. So I watched my ApeCoin investment basically go to nothing. And then of course, my ETH and Sol and stuff like that, but I couldn't even access that stuff. So what they sent me, they didn't even send me what I had in there. They sent me a dollar value.
They sent you the dollar value, not the token value.
They didn't send me the exact tokens I had. So basically what I mean by that is, so say if I had
because your loss is numerated in the courts based off of a dollar value.
Yes.
Not based off of your token value.
So instead of me getting two Ethereum, so instead of me getting 2 Ethereum back that I had in there, I only got like 0.75.
Yeah, because Ethereum was worth 900 at the time and not $3,000,
Yeah. I would have rather had my numbered.
Yeah, give me the ETH, bro.
I want my crypto back.
Your honor. And essentially, that was the FTX solution because FTX US. All right, prediction right now. I'm going to tell you this, and this is just my prediction. May or may not come true, but Donald Trump pardoned Sam Bankman-Fried.
Ooh. Who wants to take that bet? Who wants to take that bet? I don't know, man. I mean, they could. even if FTX was to come back, and
FTX can't come back. That brand is tarnished.
Yeah, I mean,
FTX could buy Binance US, not rebrand, and no one know the difference. That is feasible.
Yeah, that's possible. But even then, you could have Sam Bankman. He's done.
But
yeah, he's done. He's done.
He gets pardoned. He's not. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Like that's why CZ is asking Trump for a pardon. Like instead of his sentence being commuted. You know what I mean? Because you know
what makes sense for CZ. I mean, in my opinion, it makes sense for CZ to get to be pardoned.
Yeah. Well, you can't alert a terrorist that their account is about to be seized by the U.S. government. That's
yeah. I mean, you do. I mean, you do some sketchy things for your buddies. No,
let me say this though. He's up here in the company. I'm pretty sure he's not down there dealing. He's just taking a hit for what someone else did inside of his company. So let me say that, like he. Yeah.
But SBF, he was straight swindling. He ain't getting no. If Trump pardons him, I'll be pissed off. I ain't gonna lie, because he's one of the only.
I'm just making calls.
Main ones.
I'm just making calls. Polymarket, set it up.
Polymarket, set it up. Well, and you know what? Honestly, it might already be a thing.
Yeah,
because you got Tiger King out there screaming at the top of his lungs to pardon me. So I mean, come on now,
dude. First off, he deserves it. Tiger King deserves it.
In his opinion,
I need a season 2.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I
Carol Baskin's husband whacked him.
Honestly though, I think Tiger King, he was like some of these devs, and he was too trusting in the wrong people.
Yep.
And I think the Carol Baskins and that especially that other dude, the dude that thought he was cool as fuck with the bandanas and shit. I don't even remember what his name, backwards hat and everything. I don't know. In a way, I think he set up Joe Exotic, man.
My boy, oh snap! My boy DeFi Addict just told me that Trump said he wasn't going to pardon SBF.
Good.
Damn.
Good. I can guarantee you, it's still a Polymarket bet out there somewhere.
Set the party.
Somebody's gonna get paid if that happens.
Man, that's wild. No, man, dude, this has been a great podcast. I really appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, hey, absolutely. Hey, you still got your positive bullshit.
Oh, my positive bullshit. Something positive or something negative that happened to me and it turned out to be a positive. Honestly, I'm gonna say this. Getting hacked was probably the best thing that ever happened to BBTF. I'm not going to say it's the best thing that happened to BBTF. So here's what happened. We got hacked. We lost $348,000 like in the charts in like one move. We had 348 sitting in the treasury, which is why I encourage everyone to keep part of your pre-sale in your treasury. You get to set the number, so do that. So we took 348 from the treasury. That basically put us at nothing back into the charts. So, you know, most people that happen to them, they walk away. This is the most amount of money they've ever seen in their life. They're taking a chance. They're leaving. You know, they're going. No, we put it back into the charts. And that move taught me more about humans in general, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So on the one hand, it taught me that some people choose to forget the past, right? And they create their own futures, right? Yeah. So the people that chose to forget, right? Like the person that I was talking to you about earlier, who's on that podcast with those other people, and they listened to the other people who were actually the ones that pulled that off, right? Yeah. They wanted to be convinced that I was a bad guy. That's what they wanted to be convinced. But then you look at the Mahina team, you look at, you know, my guys that, you know, still text me that I'm still friends with every day, like Lee, Morgan, Christian, Alex, like, you know, my team, you know, like you guys, Spencer and you, like those are the people who deal with me every day. So regardless of what happens in life, and this has helped me in other forms of business too, like I'm just going to continue to move forward with my mission. I don't care what someone says online. I don't care if anyone says anything negative online. Why? Because one, it doesn't affect the next steps that I'm going to take in the future. I already know, and I already have it planned out what the next 2 years for BBTF looks like. I already know what the next 2 years from my deck looks like. I already know what the next 2 years for MP looks like. The only thing that would change that is if we get a bunch of money right now, right?
Yeah.
And that just accelerates my plan for the next 2 years, you know, but I already know what it looks like. And I don't care what other people say online because they can't change what I'm going to do for the next 2 years. And you want to know what I also mean by that is who's here to do something in the next 2 years?
Who's here?
None of these other
Who's here?
You know what I mean? We're here.
Hey, all your devs that you believed in, all the shitcoin shillers that you believed in, who's still here? Hey, take a sip on that. Oh, wow. Man.
Oh, man. That feels good. I've been wanting to get this stuff off my chest for a while now.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, man.
Like this is the perfect venue for me to do it. Like comfortable having drinks. Like I've been like, here's the point that I really felt that I wanted to. Hey, that's a leaf crypto. Please don't chew on that. No. The point that I really wanted to make. Look, one of my fiddle fig leaves filled off, and crypto for the first time ever was like, I'm gonna go chew on it.
He said, "Dad's busy. Let me go here and be curious."
It's like there are so many people out there, and I don't understand why people don't recognize this trend. Like, people left me, or like they were like supporters of BBTF. I don't even want to say me. I want to say they left the BBTF, like family, and they went and said, "Oh, we're going to promote Crift." Well, BBTF helped Crift. Like, you know, like we helped them with their LP. We funded you guys' development. We did that. Like, we're the reason why that vision got to where it was for you guys. You're welcome, right? Yeah. Then, you know, we ultimately left because some internal stuff happens. I'm not going to talk about those internal things because there's still members who were on that team that I like. You know, aside from the decisions that Chad made, he made his decisions. He's saying what he has. Where's his token now? Right? Where's his development now? We left Crift. Then, you know, people decided that, oh, you know, BBTF isn't good. X Studio has more legs, you know? Where's X Studio now? They're not here. People left and they said Evergrow has more legs. Where's Evergrow now?
Where?
Like, people left and they said not Reflex Finance, but what did they turn into? No, Ryan left Reflex Finance and went to Dion Protocol. You know what I mean? He's not there anymore. You know, like people left and they went with Enhance. Where is he right now? Like, you know, like all of these people, but every time they were leaving, they had something to say about us. You know, they had something to say about what we were doing. They had something to say about our dream. And there's still people here who are strong, like, and they understand the vision, they understand the dream. And the reason why they're still here is because, like, I still continue to show up when I need to show up. Like, I'm not showing up every day driving hype online because I don't believe in that. Like, I said hype is not what I want to be involved in. If it's
not sustainable.
Yeah, dude, I could dump, you know, 10 grand into a Twitter campaign, buy some of these influencers, and we can hype this thing up tomorrow, right? But I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to, Bryson said, totally forgot. Right. I wouldn't be able to, like, you know, meet my internal deadlines or match, you know, that hype with my deadline, because hype has a mind of its own, right? It'll go and go. I don't want that. I want people talking about utilities. I want people sharing their successful trades on my deck spot, right?
Yeah.
There's a reason why, like, when, you know, we went into that beta last time and people were sharing like all of their successful trades, like, dude, we had like a 97% successful trade rate. The only reason why there were some like unsuccessful trades is because you have a stop loss and the market does slide sometimes, right?
Yes.
And like people were hitting their stop loss. Some people were terminating their buys because they had to get out. But like 97%, that's a great idea. Like, what we came up with, the problem that we uniquely tried to solve and bring to the market is not seen anywhere else in the world. And you want to know something? I don't think anyone else is going to be able to catch us, like, with our head start that we have. Like, in terms of the tech that we're putting down, I don't think anyone's going to, well, probably someone with a bunch more money, but it's going to cost them substantially more to catch us right now. We're live on Apple. We're live on Google Play Store, and we have the mobile application. Not only that, we have our internal infrastructure like planned out for what we're going to do next, right? I just brought on some new partners. Mahina Tokens now officially owners of it. Like BioLite is now officially an owner on it. Not only that, like we already know when it's time to go and like sell this to Coinbase or sell this to crypto.com. No one's ever going to see how massive of an event this has been for a token. Like the last company like us that sold for like 300 million. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what would happen if $100 million hit a chart? Like as low a market cap as ours?
Yes, bro.
Like no one has the staying power to see this. No one's ever done anything like this, right? And it's not like my DexBuy goes away and BBTF goes away. No, my DexBuy sells and we're on to Universal Coin Profile. You know what I mean? Like there's something else that's going to happen in the industry, but like that's the type of stuff that like people aren't having up here in his head because people are getting into this and they're short-sighted. They're about like, let's make money right now. Like there isn't someone who's like looking for the future. And like everyone who's still with us with BBTF, they're just like, I know where we're going. I trust this guy. And I like, it's hard to ask for trust in a trustless environment or in an environment that's supposed to be trustless. But why the hell did you get into a project that is essentially an ETF based off of a utility based outcome, like thank you for the
that's what I'm saying. People have less faith. It's crazy, man, especially in crypto, or I would say in the DGen world, man. Matter of fact, it ain't even just DGens now. It's just everybody. They got more faith that PP poo poo coin is going to make them millionaires rather than some legit tech.
Yeah.
Like
you know what I mean?
People are getting rugged left and right, chasing
you've been rugged. Like, and you're not talking shit about the dude that rugged you. Nah, you want to focus on Con Bailey, the guy who's still here, who you can still tag in the post. The only reason you're saying Con Bailey right now is because you can still fucking tag me. I didn't delete my freaking profile.
I know. Change the name, change the PFP, all that stuff, bro. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. And then like the lies and the insinuations, man. It's like people don't take the time to get the whole story. They get a part of it. That's what they want to focus on.
Like this guy. This guy sent me a message the other day and we're friends. You know what I mean? I've talked to this guy in the DMs and we're friends.
Yeah.
I play video games with this dude and we're friends. Oh, that dude, where did he get that information from? A guy that sent him a message about it. Now we hate you.
Yeah.
Now it's no longer about the fundamentals. Now we don't care about how innovative. Like, you want to know something? I bet you there's people who like freaking like hate my guts for whatever reason they hate it, right? There are people who dislike me for whatever like rumors that they heard, and I don't fucking care, because like the people that are still here, I'm doing right by. And even if you hate me and you still have my token, I'm doing right by you too. Do you still have my token? I'm doing right by you. Do you not have my token? Who the fuck cares? Like, and so like the thing is, it's like as long as I continue to do right, like you're gonna see this shit play out from the sidelines, and guess where you're gonna be sitting and wishing you wouldn't have been? On the freaking sidelines.
Yeah. There you go. You heard it. You heard it.
Real quick, I was just reminded to do this. I got to read my disclaimer since I.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I mentioned the token, so. You ready for this?
Let's go.
Here's my disclaimer, guys. So if you've been listening to this podcast, and I know it's not my podcast, but because my voice appeared on it and I seem to be advocating for a token, I have to say the following. Here you go. Crypto products and non-fungible tokens are unregulated and can be highly risky. There may be no regulatory recourse for any loss from such transactions. This is an unregulated product and does not constitute currency, securities, custodian, or depositories. BBTF is transacted with a 10% fee on both buys and sells. This means that individuals will experience a total of 20% fee to complete a token lifecycle, buy plus sell. This fee does not include any additional slippage set by the user or platforms leveraged by the user. Transfers of the the BBTF token carry a 0% fee, which does not include any slippage. Information on past performance is not an indication or an endorsement of future performance. Investments in an unregulated digital asset are risky and should not be done without proper research. Do not invest more than you're willing to lose. The BBTF organization holds the explicit right to utilize funds accumulated as directed by members of the organization. The BBTF organization maintains the right to perform actions related to the token contract at the direction of members of the BBTF organization. The token purchasers hold harmless the BBTF organization for any actions taken on behalf of the holder or the BBTF incorporated entity and its members, and you must be 18 years or older to acquire this digital asset.
Whew. Hey, and this is recorded, so hey, if you do not understand any little bit of what he said,
re-listen to it and dissect it and understand why he said it and what he basically what he said. There's a whole bunch of different parts in there, and that way you'll understand why he's doing things the legal way. I read that every Twitter space I get on. That's probably the worst part.
Yeah.
I can't believe this happened, dude. Like, now I'm not going to be able to burn calories tomorrow just because of like.
Hey, bro, look, hey, this was no ice.
No ice.
And look.
Word earlier.
Hey, look. I'm sleep good tonight, boy.
My stomach hurts.
Look, hey, and it's cold outside. It's cold outside. Oh. I think I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna enjoy one of these bad boys.
Oh, is that a Rocky Patel?
Yes, sir. Yes,
oh
sir.
Man.
Look.
Yep. Oh, that's that RP that we like. Oh, that's the 20th. Yep. Anniversary. Oh, that's gonna be a good one, dude. You said not Basil Hayden toast, but did you say Elijah Craig toast? I need to try
Elijah Craig's toast. It's about okay. I think it's a $75 bottle, and it's worth every drop.
Okay.
Hey, and if you can find it, I don't know if you can find it where you're at. It's called Frank Ocean. Trust me. It's called. It's a self-labeled bottle. It just says Frank Ocean on it. Trust me when I tell you, you will enjoy it.
Okay.
Dude, hey, look, hey, I can point to a bunch of different ones up here. I'm talking about, ain't no bottle up there less than $200. Put it like it.
I need to hold on real quick.
What you got?
Promo session right now. I'm actually gonna send you one of these. This is a company that I work with.
Let's go, baby.
Red light, blue light toothbrush. Right, so you're microdosing red light for your gum health, and like that's one of the most important things that you have in your life. And you have like blue light, your enamel, dude. This is a toothbrush that will help you keep your mouth fresh. Like I'm gonna send you one, but BioLite.
That's what's up.
A Loom toothbrush.
BioLite, don't be cheap. You buy shit coins all the time. Go ahead and buy you one
all the time. Get this. Shameless plug. No, send your address.
You might have got rug, but you'll have fresh breath while you during your rug.
This stream has been sponsored by BioLite.
Yeah, hey, go ahead. Hey, definitely check it out. I always like it when people plug in their products, man. What else you got?
Dude, they should sit right here on my desk. I don't know what I'm doing. This is a mouthpiece. So you put it in, has red light on the top.
I've seen those, but they ain't never had the red light. The ones I've seen just got the blue.
Yeah, so the red light is great for dude. You got to get more red light into your life. BioLite.shop. I'm just throwing it out there.
There we go.
Do I need to read a disclaimer for that? I'm just kidding.
Well, hey, I appreciate your time, man. I know you're really, really busy guy, man. I really appreciate the whole time and basically spilling out the guts, man, because like I say, when we first started this, a lot of people had some, a lot of negative things to say with only a part of the story, man. And you really laid out a lot of the story that people really had misconstrued. I hope they actually took the time to listen. If not, then it is what it is. You can't make everybody understand reality. But I I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the partnership. Hey, I appreciate you the partnership.
We
you know
got
what I'm
good
saying?
things coming for Link's crypto app. If you
Boom.
don't have it, you need to get it.
Hey, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. And for everybody out there, if you've missed any of this, if you like to listen to your podcast on the go, this will be posted on iHeart Radio, Apple, iTunes, podcast, basically anywhere you can listen to your podcast. Guess what? You can listen to Behind the Bullshit. Just type in Behind the Bull and find my face, and you will and get to listening, because I appreciate it, man. Every little stream helps. Thank you for everyone that showed up tonight and stuck around. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all later. Hey, look, I was ending this thing out, but look, last little thing, I really appreciate this. Big shout out to Darrell for the super chat, baby. Let's go! Said Dragon Rider win Links V3. Don, only because Leech is watching. When Majesties. Okay, I'm just playing. Kind of great stream tonight, fellas. When like Don mentioned. Hey, we decided to have fun tonight. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all later. If I can end this. It's been a while.